MVP, the minimal viable product release, is the biggest step forward for HAPI as a product. It showcases the applicability of the technology and the necessity of HAPI as a cybersecurity layer. The main points of MVP: the very first pillar on which the protocol is footed is the bulk walk system. In essence, it's a mechanism of data propagation across all entities connected to the protocol, or in simple terms, notification about the illicit activity. Bulk walk allows to shield and prevent the illicit accessed funds from being laundered by blocking points of entry. Anyone can connect to the protocol. Every piece of data is publicly distributed. Second point, binary risk categorization. Simply put, a HAPI smart contract will return if a given address is considered risky, 1, or non-risky, 0. Despite simple risk categories, HAPI also employs a risk scoring system that is able to identify the corresponding risk factor based on the previous interaction of an address. This will help the centralized exchange or decentralized exchange to decide whether a given address qualifies as being an illicit one and blacklist or debar it from using an exchange. Thirdly, report system and DAO. The report page will allow reporting of an address based on a comprehensive risk scoring system. Each centralized exchange or DeFi product will be able to report a given address and specify the risk. If you are willing to be an authorized entity, you can contact us, HAPI-one. Anyone can take part in the process of investigation and decide whether a given address is malicious. Each part of the current functionality is, for the time being, free. HAPI is both API and web interface. Essentially, the API spreads the data across the network and notifies everyone about the incident of any illicit activities and operates behind the scenes. Web interface allows to conveniently report any address and feed it to the HAPI smart contract seamlessly. Authorized entities can easily report any address and specify the category case of each. This is called report page. In order to report, authorized entities need to connect Phantom Wallet. Reports can be done if an entity is authorized. To authorized, visit HAPI-one. Each report may contain a case category. Each case category represents a given fraudulent activity, hack, siphoning of funds from a wallet, or even social engineering. The full list can be seen in the drop-down menu. Within each case, multiple and unlimited addresses can be tagged. Each address will also have a category and retrospective risk, calculated automatically by the protocol. You can append a new address to the case at any moment. HAPI Protocol is also able to automatically add new addresses if compromised funds are being moved. Authorized entities can view, interact, and add new cases at any time. The check page allows anyone to view submitted data and makes every piece of it publicly accessible. Even unauthorized users can request a check on a given address and inspect the risk threshold and the case category. Key components: smart contracts. On the release, HAPI will utilize a network of smart contracts that operate concurrently. Each smart contract is assigned a particular role. One of the smart contracts will essentially be the storage of data on addresses and risk categories they fall into. As such, we can divide smart contracts into two categories. Primary, Solana based, bears the role of processing and computing aspects. Secondary smart contracts. Each blockchain will be equipped with separately installed smart contract that will record data on compromised addresses as well as categorize them based on the risk. Oracles. Within HAPI Protocol, oracles are used to provide data from the data provider's existing database on the wallet addresses with the potentially misaligned behavioral patterns. HAPI will use its oracles that will be fully decentralized and operated by the nodal system. Each node will represent a separate computer running an oracle service and provisioning off-chain data to the HAPI smart contract. Tracers. Entity that trace on-chain data including transactional activity and wallet addresses with ability to flag, notify and mark certain patterns of potentially illicit on-chain activity. They are essentially external players that provision data to the smart contract about the potentially malicious blockchain activity. DAO team. DAO consists of a committee and members of the HAPI governance organization. The DAO team is responsible for relaying, assessing and proposing propositions based on a plethora of factors. In essence, DAO team represents the foundation of a community which is an incentivized cybersecurity database that is aimed at providing a self-subsisting and ever-growing storage of malicious addresses. So what's next? MVP release marks one of the most important steps for HAPI Protocol. Beta testing is in full swing. We will be gathering requests from all reputable and key partners to take part in our 1-week trial round. The whole testing cycle will take approximately 1 month. After that, we will be releasing HAPI to the masses, enabling anyone to use our protocol and introducing a subscription revenue model. In the meantime, we are planning to unfold a widespread campaign to further increase adoption, advance integration, and increase the presence of HAPI Protocol in the crypto space. the list will exponentially increase. We also will be expanding the sphere of influence of HAPI by integrating into even more blockchain solutions. In conclusion, the HAPI Protocol has only begun its stride, and thanks to the strong support from the community and closely knit partners of HAPI, we have already achieved a lot. From this point on, the journey seems very much mapped out, and we strongly believe in a secure, safe, and happy road ahead.